MVF football, Swansea, season 7, match day 1 with your coach Howell, and what a night it's been. We are now enormous, guys. It's the league continues to grow. It's bonkers to see how massive this league is right now. Fills me with pride, fills me with absolute terror at occasions as well, because we just continue to grow, and honestly couldn't be prouder. And I just hope that you can see exactly how proud you should be as well for just the dedication that you all put into this. We had a fantastic night. We had expanded from our 12 team up to 16 teams, gone from the 130 odd that we had up to 165 members altogether, guys. Although you weren't all there tonight, it was still a fantastic night nevertheless. Now, let's go for it. Let's just do this. Let's see. And a lot of our existing members have seen this over and over again, and probably fast forward this bit, but we'll just go through it there. Tonight, there were no own goals. Okay, it's the first week. It's a staple thing that MVF have to do. It's the first week, so then there were no own goals there. However, from next week onwards, own goals apply. And what that means, guys, is that if you're over your season starting weight, you will incur an own goal. Now, if you have gained tonight, but you lose next week, you won't incur an own goal. It's only when you're over your season starting weight and you continue to gain that you'll have an own goal there. Now, if you've gained weight tonight, you lose a bit of weight, but you haven't reached that season starting weight yet, you won't contribute points to your team. However, you won't incur an own goal. It's only when you're under your season starting weight, which is the weight you were at the end of season 6, you will then start contributing points. On the notion of points as well, on the left hand side of the screen, you'll see then the way that the weekly team bonus goals works in regards to your losing weight. So 1 to 2 players, you get a goal for your team. 3 to 4, 2 goals, down to the point where you get 9 plus players, it's 5 goals for your team. Hat-tricks, that will come in week 3. So then hat-tricks then is when you've lost weight for 3 weeks. Doesn't need to be consecutive, but you've lost weight for 3 weeks. And yes, they do reset at the start of every season. So then if you have got to a point where you're about to get a hat-trick, unfortunately, guys, they have reset. So week 3 is the game. Milestones. Everybody's heard about milestones. Everybody knows what the score is. There are multiple 5s. If you hit your 5%, your 10%, your 15, 20, etc. I don't have to go through the times table with you. You will get an extra 3 goals for your team on that night. Only 2 milestones every season, unfortunately. So keep that in mind, of course, guys. You've got 14 weeks to hit 2 milestones. Any more information you need, guys, manvfat.com/manvfat football, rules on site with hyphens in between every single one of the words. Let's carry on. So, match day 1 came in as an absolute stormer, guys. So let's start as we mean to go on. Attendance, 72.1%. Bit lower than we usually have, but at the same point, guys, it was great to see that many people coming through. Realistically, that is still 120 guys. 119 actually, but still a massive amount of guys coming through. Pitch goals at 74. Scales goals at 52. And of course, coaches bonus goals then at 14. Honestly, the attendance, let's consider summer holidays. People have got shift patterns. We are in a position where the Swans were playing tonight. They scored some screamers, but honestly, I can tell you right now that was nothing compared to what happened on our pitches. But then again, you can see that the circumstance comes through that way, and we'll see attendance rising as we go along. So let's start. Goir. Brilliant night. And then we can see the tracker bonus goal went to the Red Hot Chili Pokers. The team loss bonus goal went to the Borussia Donuts. Team attendance bonus goals were shared, of course, with Red Hot Chili Pokers and FC Van der Sarni's sharing the spoils. And of course, our season 6 percentage leader would be Dan Lewis from Borussia Donuts. Congratulations, mate. That's absolutely fantastic. For Copper, of course, the tracker bonus goals went to Real Lettuce. Team loss bonus goals went to Hungry Hippos. Team attendance bonus goals was also shared between the Stacking Pumpkins and Fulham. And season 6 percentage leader was our very own Adam Martin from Fulham as well. Congratulations, guys. Let's move on. So you can see the weekly team loss is on the left hand side. This is a collection of how much each team has lost together. Okay, you may see some zeros there. I'll go through to the point of saying that there is their breaking even point there. So we'll start from the top and we'll work our way down. The all fats at 1.4 kilos. Borussia Donuts 3.6 kilos there. Fantastic. Gastric Bandit breaking even. Van der Sarni's are also breaking even. L'Argentina 1.7 kilos lost. BMI Munchen breaking even there. Real Madrid 1.9 kilos and Red Hot Chili Pokers breaking even as well. Borussia Mönchengladbach, of course, breaking even. Club Trapper, sorry, I've been told I've got to sing this. So Club Tropicana Drix FC, 2.4 kilos. Real Lettuce at 4 kilos. Stacking Pumpkins, 9.7. Navy Blue Seals at 5.7. Hungry Hippos with a staggering 11.9 kilo loss there. Fantastic. 9.1 kilos for Fulham. And of course, the massive Kochs then at 0.8 kilo loss collectively. Fantastic to see there. Bringing our weekly club loss to 29.8 kilos already. Nuts. Amazing to see, guys. That's pretty much half a person realistically already we've lost as a collection. Amazing to see there. Go your amazing losers. We've got Dan Lewis up the top there with 4.4 kilos. Jonathan Thomas then kicking in at 3.4 kilos. Leon Kizik then at 3.3 and Dan Williams at 2.7 kilos. Brilliant to see there. And Copper's amazing losers. Adam Martin bringing in a 5.9 kilo loss. Tom Scott at 5.5. Chris Church at 4.4 and Charles Tomlin at 3.3 kilos. They were quite easy to read then, weren't they? Our milestone clubs. We've got at the 5% club there, Jamie Howard and Chris Church. Congratulations, guys. You have now taken your first step onto your milestones. I can't wait to see your journey, guys. Amazing to see. At our 15% club, Kawhi and Mike Thomas. Amazing to see. Straight off into the season 7 with a milestone there. Those precious goals for your teams as well. Amazing to see. And of course, our very own Richard Ghazi. 20%, mate. Amazing to see. Couldn't be prouder. Well done, buddy. That is a fantastic achievement. Honestly, epic. Every single one of you. So, our matches. This is what we all want to see and how it's broken down. And I'm praying that everything works out here right now. But this is what we've seen and this is how it works, of course. So the first games on the Goyer pitch were Real Madrid against BMI Munchen. The pitch score was 6-3 to Real Madrid. Scales was 2-2, tracking was 2-2, bringing an overall score of 10 goals to 7 to Real Madrid. Next game for Goyer, of course, was Van der Sarni's against Gastric Bandits. The pitch score was 4-1 to the Gastric Bandits. Scales was 2-1 to the Gastric Bandits and tracking was 2-2, bringing an overall score there of Gastric Bandits 8, Van der Sarni's 4. The next game was L'Argentina against the All Fats. Now the pitch score was 9-0 to the All Fats. Scales was 2-2, tracking was 2-2 with a bonus goal given to L'Argentina, giving an overall there of 5 goals to L'Argentina with 13 to All Fats. And of course, the final game on Goyer was the Red Hot Chili Pokers against Borussia Donuts. Pitch score was 9-1 to Red Hot Chili Pokers. Scales was 2 goals to 3 to Borussia Donuts. Tracking was 3 goals to 2 to Red Hot Chili Pokers, with bonus goals going 3-2 to Red Hot Chili Pokers as well, giving an overall of 17 goals to 8 to Red Hot Chili Pokers. Over in Copper, Borussia Mönchengladbach against Real Lettuce was our first game. with a pitch score of 8-3 to Borussia Mönchengladbach. Scales was 3-6 to Real Betis. Tracking was 2-3 to Real Betis, and bonus goals with 2 going to Real Betis as well, giving an overall extremely close match there of 13-14. Nearly got there then. It's quite late, I do apologise. 13-14 to Real Betis. Snacking Pumpkins against Massive Course was the next game, with a pitch score of 8-4 to Snacking Pumpkins. Scales of 9-2 to Snacking Pumpkins, and tracking being 2-2 with a bonus goal going to Snacking Pumpkins. The overall score there was Snacking Pumpkins 20, Massive Course 8. Club Tropicana Drinks FC versus Hungry Hippos was the next game. Now, pitch score was 10-2. Scales to Club Tropicana Drinks FC. Scales was 2-6 to Hungry Hippos. 2-2 on tracking, 2-2 on bonuses, giving an overall score, and considerably close considering what you saw on the pitch, of 16-12 to Club Tropicana Drinks FC. Navy Blue Seals against Fulham was the last game for Copper, with a pitch score of 2-5 to Fulham. Scales was 6-3 to Navy Seals, 3-3 on tracking, with a bonus goal going to Fulham, bringing an extremely close game there of 11-12 to Fulham. Fantastic to see. Feedback from the refs was that the games were fantastic to watch. In fact, Chris even told me that he didn't even have to call it a foul. So I'm absolutely buzzing for that one, guys. Thank you so much for that. Right, let's move on. And here how this is how the league stands right now. So the overall league, that is everything taken into consideration. That is the scales and the pitch put together to bring out a collective score. And that would be the overall score on the top of the last slide, of course. So if we go to Copper first of all, with 2 points for Snacking Pumpkins, Club Tropicana Drinks FC, Real Betis and Fulham, with just goal difference making the margins between them, with of course Borussia Mönchengladbach, Navy Blue Seals and Hungry Hippos and Massive Course yet to make any points. But then again, it's only goal difference that makes that difference, of course. And of course, over in Goyer, we've got Red Hot Chili Pokers, the All Fats, Gastric Bandit and Real Madrid with 2 points each there, with BMI München, Van der Sarni's, L'Argentina FC and Borussia Donuts then yet to make any points on there, but it's only the first week, guys. Everything can change very quickly, and you can see how much it changes when we go straight onto the Scales League. And the scales, you can see, are considerably different. With the scales, of course, that is just your performances on the scales itself, so your weight loss is so important here. And of course, in Goyer, we'll start off this time with Borussia Donuts and Gastric Bandits with 2 points each. Real Madrid, BMI München, the All Fat and L'Argentina FC then with a point each there. Van der Sarni's and Red Hot Chili Pokers yet to score. However, as I said, the season's young. The season's very young right now. And of course, over in Copper there, Snacking Pumpkins, Hungry Hippos, Navy Blue Seals and Real Betis, all with 2 points there, with Borussia Mönchengladbach, Fulham, Club Tropicana Drinks FC and Massive Course yet to score, but it's only match day 1. We can see this all changing in a heartbeat, boys. And this brings us to our team of the week. The team of the week is who has, either by following the data or who's managed to get their mention from their captains on who they feel are the scales champs for their team, the ones who have really pushed the scales and have done something fantastic for them. And this is how it looks right now, guys. We've got Kieran Troke for the All Fats, Jonathan Thomas then for L'Argentina, Gastric Bandits, Dan Williams let's start that again very quickly because I want to put a bit of data into this. So we've got, and if we go straight for it right now, then we'll go down into this. We've got Kieran Troke, 2.5 kilos, guys. Amazing to see there. Johnny Thomas, 3.4 kilo loss on his first weigh-in. Amazing to see there. We then had Andy Wiles, 1.6 kilo loss there. Fantastic to see. Phil Finsel back with half a kilo. Brilliant. Dan Williams, 2.7 kilo loss there. Brilliant to see. Leon Kizik as well, 3.5 kilo loss on his first weigh-in for his team. A brilliant, brilliant achievement there. Richard Davis, 2.6 kilo loss for you, mate. And of course, Dan Lewis, our season percentage leader for Goir, hitting in there with his amazing 4.4 kilo loss. Amazing to see them. Congratulations. And over in Copper, of course, we have, I'm getting my piece of paper right in front of me here, Kyle Hathaway, 0.9 kilo loss there for your team. Fantastic to see. Mike Thomas, 15% milestone. Epic, mate. Absolutely epic. Chris Church, Richard Ghazi. Chris Church with his 5%. Richard Ghazi with 20% there. Amazing to see. Fantastic. Well done. Kyle Kawai as well with his 15% loss there. Epic, mate. Jamie Howard, 5%. And Tom Scott with his 5.5 kilo loss there. Brilliant to see. And of course, Christian Roberts there with 3.3 kilo loss. But this is the one. Adam Martin, 5.9 kilo loss. Epic. Amazing to see, guys. Dedication is there. Let's see how it goes throughout the rest of the season. Fantastic, guys. Absolutely brilliant. And this takes us to next week's fixtures. This will be coming out as well on our Facebook group and on the WhatsApp group there. But as you can see, we've got everything set up ready there for you to see when you'll be playing. So first of all, in the Goir League, 7 o'clock, it's the All Fats against the Red Hot Chili Pokers. At 7:30 then, BMI Munchin against Borussia Donuts. 8 o'clock, we've got the Gastric Bandit against l'Argentina. And the final game at 8:30 being Real Madrid against the Van der Sarnis. Over to Copper then, of course, the Hungry Hippos go up against the Navy Blue Seals at 7 o'clock. Real Lettuce against Fulham at 7:30. The Massive Corks against Club Tropicana Drinks FC at 8 o'clock. And of course, at 8:30 then, we've got Borussia Mönchengladbach against the Snacking Pumpkins. This has been the Roundup, guys. I really hope you've enjoyed it. I have had a great time, although I'm still trying to get used to some of the team names and the setup of it. I really hope you've enjoyed. If you need anything throughout the week, if you need, just send myself or the assistant coaches a message. Speak to your captains. Speak to your teammates. Tracking was amazing to see how many people have just taken on to tracking. Honestly, I could not be prouder. It is the most important thing I'd say that you would get into a habit of in the whole process of the weight loss, guys, is tracking, being accountable. I had conversations with brand new members today saying that losing weight is okay, brilliant, but tracking, wow. Being in a point of realising exactly how much you've eaten on that day and whether you could have that extra little bit is so important. It is there, guys. It builds healthy habits. It builds a point where you're being accountable, and it really does work. Honestly, give it a try. If you're not doing it yet, ask for some advice. Ask myself, ask the assistant coaches, ask your captains, ask your teammates. I saw teammates helping out other teammates tonight with just how to track and how to do this, that, the other. Brilliant. Absolutely fantastic to see. I'm going to stop waffling. Really hope you've enjoyed the Roundup, guys, and if you need anything, please give us a shout, and I'll see you next week.